Hiya. This week we are talking about the art of shutting up, the power of listening rather than talking in certain conversations. And the theme this week has been inspired by page 35 of Leadership is Language. This may seem tremendously obvious, but the more you talk, the less you are listening. If you want to hear more from your team, you need to talk less. The sequence is you talk less first, then they talk more, not when they talk more, I will talk less. It's as simple as that. In the book, David Marquet talks about the share of voice in any given conversation. And that is when you look at the words spoken by every participant in the conversation, who dominates. And so my challenge to you this week is to really examine conversations that you have with team members to understand what the share of voice is in those conversations. If you find that you are always the dominant speaker, then this week I'd love to encourage you to try and listen more to what your team members have to say. On the theme of communicating, in our book club meetup this week, Wendy shared a new feature from Microsoft Teams called Together Mode. And this is a way of kind of breaking down some of the digital barriers that we have when we're video conferencing. And it puts all of the participants of any chat into the same room, so you appear visibly next to each other. And something else that I saw this week was a company called are working on some software that allows you to make presentations more interactive. So you can stand in front of or behind whatever video or image you are presenting. And you can also bring in team members to visually appear next to you during those as well. So that's still in private beta testing mode, but I feel quite excited about where the next video conferencing software is going to take us. And a common problem that many of these seem to be trying to overtake is trying to break down those digital barriers and create a more tactile human experience. On to marketing news. Dan Peden is going to be hosting a webinar on behalf of Journey Further on the 23rd of July, and that is on how to make your marketing spend go further. If that applies to you, do get in touch and I will link to the webinar in the comments below. And wider reading this week, this book has had a really big impact on the way that I view the communications and conversations I have with the people around me. It's called Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking, and it's by Susan Cain. And it really examines the balance between introversion and extroversion, in particular the brain chemistry that goes on in both personality traits. And I think it serves as a great guide to better understanding how each of us communicate and why different people react better in different circumstances. So I highly recommend that one. And I'd love to know what you've been reading as well. How are you getting on with Leadership is Language? We're set to read chapter 2 next week, so do get in touch and let me know. And that's it from this week. Have a great weekend and happy reading.